Can y'all see me? Can you see me? I don't know if I should be filming against this light. Okay. What's poppin', y'all? I am back with another video, and y'all read that title. I got a fun story time for y'all today. So I had to go way back in my memory bank. Like, okay, yeah. Don't mind my hair. I've been filming all day, you guys. So make sure after this video you go check out whatever else is on my channel, because your girl is on a roll with the content. Anyways, so I had to go way back in my memory bank to kind of think about some story times that I wanted to share with you guys, because your girl has a lot of stories and I love storytelling. So I'm gonna share this story with you guys about the time that I can't even remember how old I was. I think I was maybe like 12 or 13, maybe 11. This happened when I was in, where was I? I was in the US. So, this could be anywhere past 10 years old. Y'all always know I be trying to figure out how old I was. I didn't really think about the whole story deeply before I started this, but I was probably anywhere past the age of like between 11 and 13 when we went to summer camp for the first time. This is me and my two younger sisters. I have 5 sisters, but at the time the last 2 weren't born. So me and my 2 younger sisters, I'm the oldest. So I have a sister who's 2 years younger than me, and then a sister who's 2 years younger than her. So the 3 of us signed up for our camp. Also, my mom's sister signed up her 2 oldest kids for the camp as well. And they were around the same age as us. So me, my sisters, and my cousins were all, getting ready to go to summer camp for the first time. We were really excited about this because we had never done anything like this. We never, been away from our family or anything like that. So this was exciting. So we say bye to our moms, our parents, on the day of. We packed up. We were going to be there for, I think it was 2 weeks. It might be a week or 2 weeks. I can't remember exactly. It felt like 2 weeks, but it could have been just because I was young. So and if any of my sisters or cousins are watching this, y'all better comment down below to vouch for me, because y'all know y'all were there for this. And this was a very traumatic thing that happened. So basically, we got there. It took about 2 hours on like a Greyhound bus, a whole bunch of kids that had signed up for this trip. The trip was so fun, was so exciting, when we get there. So we say bye to our parents at the Greyhound station. We get there and they start listing out these rules and telling us where we're gonna sleep. So we are basically standing outside of the bus with our luggage. They're telling us all the rules and everything of the place. And the first red flag was the fact that my cousin, who's a boy, had to be separated from us. He was asleep. There was like a girls' camp room and there was a boys' camp room. And it was me, my 3 sisters, my girl cousin, and my boy cousin. So all the girls, so 4 girls, went over to the girls' room, and he had to go to the boys' room. So he was younger. So he was already looking at us like, where am I gonna be? Like, y'all ain't about to be with me? Like, so I was already kind of worried about him, because I'm the oldest of all of these, my cousins and my sisters. So I'm already kind of like, so where is he gonna be? So they said he's gonna be off with the boys or whatever, but we'll meet up during the day, and every night at nighttime to go to sleep, the boys go with the boys, the girls go with the girls. Y'all, the first night, okay, so the first day we didn't have many activities. The first day was kind of like getting settled, touring the place, stuff like that. And mind you, I don't remember every detail of this thing, but I remember all the tragic parts, and that's what I'm gonna tell y'all today. So basically, so that night it's evening time now. So because I think we left early in the morning. We had the whole day kind of just eating lunch, planning, whatever. And the first day, the food, the water, everything was good. It was sandwiches or something like that. I can't really remember, but I don't remember any issues on the first day as far as food and water and stuff like that. So I'll get to the food and the water. But the first night, we're in this room, and it's like a room full of bunk beds. This room had such a cold feel. It felt like it was all concrete. I don't remember it being like, it wasn't like a bedroom or anything like that. It was just like this big concrete, kind of like a warehouse room. And they had stacked up a bunch of, what the fuck? They had stacked up a bunch of bunk beds for all the girls Because I don't know how the boys' room looked, but I'm talking about the girls' room. I'm assuming the boys' room was probably something like this. So, okay, everybody gets their bed. We have assigned beds or whatever. So everybody finds their bed. I couldn't even sleep beside my sisters because I don't remember sleeping exactly beside my sisters or any of that. Or I don't know. Comment down below if you're my sister, you're watching, and if we slept together or not. But I know we all had our own beds or whatever. And the beds, first of all, smelled like pee. Okay? So we weren't told to bring sheets and stuff like that because we just thought we were going to be on a clean-ass bed. No. Beds were dirty. Stank. Pee. Stank. And the mattresses were like, they were like black, like, you know those futon chairs that come with that black type of futon material chair, and like the mattress is like a soft kind of feel. They had a bunch of black ones like that, so you couldn't really see the stains on them, but when you lay down on it, when you lay down on the pillow, when you lay down on the bed, you could smell it. Then they gave us this little used up blanket that had like fuzzy stuff all on it from people using it for years. You could tell those blankets were old. Now, my problem, that wasn't even my problem, y'all. I was young, so I was like, okay, I was disgusted. But I was like, okay, you know, we're gonna have fun at camp. Let's just ignore this. We're not sleeping in here that often, so let's just ignore that. Y'all, they turned the lights off. When I tell y'all, when the lights came off, they had this little tiny light in the room that kind of like made it so they could still see what's going on in the room if they came by, or like we could still see each other in the room kind of, even though it was dark. When I tell y'all, when they turned off the lights, I'm speaking for everybody because we all talked about this. We saw flying roaches in the room. When I tell y'all the size of the freaking roach, okay, ow. The size of the roach was like half of this shit. Huge. Like, this is probably literally the size of the roach. Okay, this is probably a good example. These roaches were so big and they were all over the walls. We didn't notice them before the lights turned off for some reason. When the lights turned off, they started fluttering and trying to get to that small, tiny light. When I tell y'all, I am terrified of any type of moving little bug, nothing. I was having a mental breakdown in that bedroom. I was under my blanket, slept under my blanket the whole night. After we screamed and stuff, screaming got us in trouble because the camp counselor came in the room and she was like, you guys need to keep it down. You know, like, it's just, they're just little bugs. Like, she made it like it was not a big deal at all when y'all, we are kids that we were not about the bug life. Like, I don't know what kids are about the bug life. Like, we were just not about the bug life. So we were all traumatized under the blanket so that the bugs wouldn't get on us. Then the next day comes, y'all. It's breakfast time, I believe. And this is when it really starts crazy with the food. So they give us breakfast. I can't really remember. I think it was like pancakes, waffles, and stuff. They had options for tea. They had options for stuff like that. I can't remember. I think there was orange juice and stuff like that too. But they gave us cups of water. I want to tell y'all those plastic cups that they usually give you in public places like lunchrooms. They're usually scratched up, but like even if they clean them, they still look dirty. So they gave us cups like that of water, okay, with our breakfast. And we weren't allowed to get juice. The only way that we could get juice was if we drank that cup of water. And y'all, that cup of water was salt water. So they were giving us salted water to drink. So when that happened, after breakfast, I was asking them, could I call my mom? Because I was already ready to complain because I was just like, I'm not about to drink salt water. No. And the conditions of the place just were dirty. Like, I just felt dirty. I can't lie. As a kid, I did have fun at a lot of times during the camp because there were so many kids. When we weren't focused on eating or sleeping, the activities that they had for us were for the most part fun, obviously, because there was other kids that we were getting to know and stuff like that. So it wasn't horrible in that way, but we had to drink salt water. And then when I tried to call my parents, they said that we weren't allowed to call our parents, that our parents knew that we were only allowed to call if there was an extreme emergency. This was an extreme emergency to me, but obviously I couldn't articulate that well enough because I didn't want to say it to them what I was calling my mom about. So clearly, and they could see I was physically fine, so they didn't let me call. So that was day 2. That was my day 2. My day 2, lunch, breakfast, and dinner, that's how it went. You had to drink that water in order to get juice or something else. And then I remember I actually did drink one of those because I was really, really thirsty and I wanted to get the juice. So I remember drinking a cup of the water and then getting the juice, and the juice was salted juice water. Y'all, I don't know what the hell this was about. I can't even remember what kind of thing kids. I think it was mostly black kids. And I think it was like a camp where, like, because back in the day, we didn't have a lot of money. So I think it was a camp for parents who were unable to afford, like, you know, the better camps. So they were offering this camp to like the more poorer families. Yeah, you guys. So that's what happened at that camp. Also, I remember them forcing us to swim in a pool that had a dead frog in it. And I remember being so scared, and they were like, get in the pool. Everybody has to get in the pool. And there was a dead frog in the pool, and I had to get in the pool, y'all. I remember being on the frog is over here. I'm way over there in the corner. And they're like, you need to swim a lap. You guys need to practice your swimming, get your energy up. Like, really pressuring it. I remember crying that whole day. And I just remember the rest of my trip being really, really depressing because I was so worried about my cousin who I saw during the day. But it was like when we saw each other, we were so happy to see each other. And I didn't get a chance to ask him like how everything was in his like camp dorm room or whatever. But I just know that at least I had my sisters and my cousins to kind of like wake up and look at and see, whereas he had to wait to see us like, you know, whenever the activities would start or whenever lunch or breakfast would start. So it was just really hard. And like, honestly, this has made me like, my kids have never, I have, my daughter's 13. She's never been to a camp except for with her school. In Canada, they have a camp called Kearney. Once you go to I believe it's the 6th grade. Once you're in the 6th grade, you go for, I think it's 6 days. I can't remember exactly how many days, but it's well planned out. And she had an amazing time. I also went when I was younger to Camp Kearney as well in Canada. So she did have a good experience with that. But as far as like me sending my kids to a camp that's not, you know, recommended by their school or something, I'm so like wary of that kind of thing because my experience was horrible. And then I remember when we finally were on our way home, I just feel like these people just thought we weren't going to tell our parents anything, or they just felt like they just didn't care, because I don't remember anybody saying like, don't tell your parents or, you know, anything like that. And I remember telling my mom, and my mom being so angry, my aunt being so angry when we told them our experience and told them that, because my mom was like, why didn't you guys call me? And we're like, we asked Mom, we said we wanted to call you, we begged to call you. Like every single day of the rest of the trip for the whatever long days it was, 6 days to 2 weeks, I was literally asking to call my mom every single day, making up excuses that weren't good enough for them in order for me to call my mom. And like, it was just really scary because I didn't know how much worse it was going to get every day. Like, you know, it was just horrible. Like, imagine sending your kids somewhere and you don't know that that's what they're going through daily, and they can't even call you, and then you don't find out until they get home. Like, my mom was livid, and we never went to any type of church. We never went to any type of camp ever again. And yeah, that's basically my camp horror story, y'all. I just want to come share that with you guys real quick. Y'all know I'm always good with the story times. I have a lot of recent uploads on my channel because I've been going in on my channel, trying to get the content up for you guys. I want this year to be totally different than it was last year, to start early in the year and get the content rolling. I have a lot of new things going on with me. I am in school as well, so I'm focusing on that as well, trying to juggle that with the kids and keeping the channel up. So bear with me on the uploads. For now, I'm doing good, but you know, there will probably be a time when I do have to like slow down a little bit to focus on other things, but y'all know I got you. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Give me a big juicy thumbs up if you like my story times and you want me to continue with them. I have a whole bunch of story times on my channel, so go check them out. And make sure you join the TubieGang if you're not a part of it. Actually, make sure you join the Chatty gang, because I'm changing you guys' names to the Chatty, my chatties. So make sure you join the Chatty gang by hitting that subscription button down below. Make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss when I post, and make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment everything this video. Until the next video. I didn't even realize my necklace was inside the whole time. Horrible. Look at the change. Like, until the next video. Deuces, pieces, bye. Deuces, pieces.